What are you doing?
I'm trying to finish my BOIR report from FinCEN, but it's taking me forever. I can't save my progress, so I'm trying to get it all done now.
Oh, well, don't you know that you can file with TaxBandits and it saves all your progress?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's try that. Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany and here with me is Christina. We are the product managers of TaxBandits. Thank you for tuning in for the first showing of our Summer BOI Webinar Series. All through the summer, we will be screening what you need to know about the BOI reporting process. Today's feature film is all about how you can maximize savings for your business and tax practice this summer. Grab your popcorn and drink and join us.
Now, as a reminder, TaxBandits is an IRS authorized e-file provider. While we love to talk about taxes and we have years and years of experience, we are not tax advisors. So for any specific questions, make sure to reach out to the IRS or a tax preparer directly.
And for anyone who hasn't tuned in with us before, we'll start with a quick recap of what the BOI report is. The BOI is a Beneficial Ownership Information Report, which started with Corporate Transparency Act. Starting this year on January 1st, this law requires many companies in the U.S. to report information about their beneficial owners and sometimes company applicants to FinCEN. It was created to improve financial transparency and eliminate money laundering and other similar crimes. Another acronym you will hear a lot when talking about the BOI report is FinCEN. This is Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. They are a bureau of the U.S. Department of Treasury.
And as part of that recap, businesses will need to complete the BOI report unless they fall into one of 23 exemptions. So if you don't qualify for one of those exemptions, it's very likely that you'll need to complete the BOI report. And that does mean that now most small businesses will find that this is a requirement for them. And many tax preparers, I know we've heard from a lot of them, many tax preparers will be hearing that they need to file for their clients now. So it's definitely something to consider, just who all that's affecting.
Exactly. So Christina, can you tell us anything about how many companies will be affected by this report?
I would love to. It is estimated that more than 32.6 million reporting companies will be affected by this requirement just in 2024.
That is a lot.
Yeah. Now, you think that's a lot. In the next 10 years, an additional 5 million reporting companies are predicted to be affected by this. So it's definitely an impactful change for a lot of companies.
5 million is outrageous.
So Tiffany, considering the number of companies that are being affected now and in the future, I feel like the question that's on everybody's mind is how long is it going to take to complete the BOI report? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, the short answer is it can vary. The long answer is that it depends on how complex the structure of the reporting company is. An initial BOI report for a company with a simple structure can take an estimated 90 minutes to gather the required information and complete. Additional reports made in the future to correct the original or document changes to the organization structure can take about 30 minutes. But keep in mind that this is an estimate and it can vary based on the complexity of the organizational structure and whether you choose to file yourself or hire a professional who charges by the hour or for specific services. The more complex the structure, the more time is needed. For a reporting company with moderately complex structure, FinCEN estimates that initial process will take about 370 minutes, or roughly 6 administrative hours to complete. For a reporting company with a complex structure, the estimated administrative time is 650 minutes, or nearly 11 hours.
Okay, so just make sure I am hearing you. Just for the simple structure alone, you're looking at 90 minutes, which is basically most of a movie at that point. And for the more complex businesses out there, 11 hours.
Yes, that is the length of a movie if it's really simple, or it's an entire workday plus overtime. for the complex structure. Think of how much you could get done in that time frame.
Like literally a movie marathon in that time frame.
You could binge watch an entire series.
Wow. Okay.
Now that we've covered the estimated time, do you want to talk about the estimated costs?
I do. Now this is also an estimate, and it obviously they can vary. This is just based on what's projected. It also depends a lot on the complexity of the organization, and just to match that same simple and more moderate and more complex structure that you went off of. For a reporting company with a simple structure, if no professional consultation, no preparer, nothing like that is included, that process will cost the reporting company approximately $85. So not only is it taking quite a bit of time, but for a reporting company with a moderately complex structure, and as you can imagine, the more complex, the more expensive reporting becomes, the need for a preparer or professional assistance may become necessary. Consulting a professional can result in an estimated cost of $1,000, and the total estimated cost for that process would end up being about $1,350. So we have quite a jump there, just going from simple to moderate. Now, for a reporting company with a complex structure, consulting a professional could cost up to $2,000. So we've doubled in a single tier, and that would make the total estimate cost $2,614.87. So that's a big jump from the simple structure. It really is. And it's also important to note that these estimates don't include needs for future reports, for corrected reports, for exempt reports. This is just that initial process. So Tiffanie, can you tell us, with these costs and this time in mind, how does this compare to TaxBandits?
Well, to put this in context for business owners filing 1 to 5 EINs or businesses, currently the cost is structured as follows: $49 for an initial report, $79 to include any updated or corrected reports during the next year, $199 to cover the initial and any updated or corrected reports for the entire lifetime of your business. Plus, you can submit updated or corrected reports for free within 7 days following the submission of your initial report. Other than the obvious cost and time savings, can you tell us about any additional benefits of filing the BOI report with TaxBandits?
Yeah, I'd love to. So with TaxBandits, you can eliminate the need to enter information manually multiple times by pulling your business details directly from your address book and your account with us.
That's helpful.
Extremely helpful. Rather than having to literally enter everything about your business every time you complete a report. You can also invite beneficial owners to add their information securely, which is ideal for preparers. You have the option to have them provide it in a secure way. You also have the option to have them review it. So even if you're inputting the information, you have that added level of fact checking and verification by giving them the option to review it. You can easily submit rejected reports at no additional cost, and you get updated statuses throughout the reporting process. So as FinCEN processes the report, you have access to that updated status in your account, and then not only is the status there, but you also have access to those records. So when you go to complete new reports in the future, or if your clients need information on what's been completed for them, those records are just going to stay in your TaxBandits account and be available to you by client. So great things to keep in mind.
Absolutely, and it's all in one place.
Exactly.
And as always, a few things to keep in mind in addition to helping businesses and preparers easily complete BOI reports. TaxBandits also assists with e-filing over 40 forms. And our exclusive Tax Pro features make it easier than ever to manage and file for your clients. We would love for you to join us next time, and so stay tuned for upcoming releases in our BOI series.
And thank you all for joining us today. Please leave comments and suggestions below, letting us know what future videos or series you'd like to see. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of those upcoming webinar installments. And if you haven't already, go to taxbandits.com and create your account now.
Bye!